We live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a deep topic I want to talk to y'all about, and we about to be tying some knots together, making some connections. Because this shit goes deep as fuck. We talking about ancient cosmology and the history of our entire reality. So I know a lot of people have some questions, and I think I'm about to just go ahead and I'm gonna put all the puzzle pieces together. So that's what we about to go ahead and get into. Give me just 1 second. All right, y'all. How are y'all doing on this miraculous Wednesday? Today is the day of communication. That's why I'm about to break this down to y'all. We harnessing all the Mercury energy. All right. So this is one thing y'all gotta understand. Everything that y'all see right here, there's no coincidences. There's only divine synchronicity. There's no way possible that all the way from the Vikings to the Persians to the Mayans to the Incans to the Hebrews to the Celtics to the Slavics to the Kumash, the Chumash, to the Romans, even Egyptian cosmology with Newt and Gale depict our reality as this cosmic egg. And now I'm gonna break this thing down to y'all because some people are like, oh, is the firmament a solid thing or is it like this? I'm gonna explain this to y'all. The reason why NASA and the Illuminati is lying, they have been lying because the mentality, how you perceive your entire reality, is based off of what you have in your mind subconsciously on what the perception is of the reality. So if somebody implants something into your head that isn't true, now you automatically live in your life on a foundation that isn't true. This is sorcery. Motherfuckers be like, oh, it's flat earth. Like the earth is flat. Now what? Now look into the other things that we're lied about. Getting into like this whole thing about the earth being a globe ties all the way into the whole thing about black people actually not being bought from Africa, right? And so we gonna really get into this. Hey Ashley, you know I can't see that, right? Okay. Well, I'm sharing my screen. Do what? I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, it's gonna pop up because I'm sharing my screen. But I don't think I didn't have this Facebook open over here, so I think it's good. Mhm. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I know y'all. We gonna really get deep. I'm about to show y'all something. Y'all want proof? Watch this. Sun and moon electromagnetic flat Earth diagram. So I'm gonna pull up the same diagram that I had in the post yesterday, right? And I'm gonna break this down a little bit further for y'all. See if I can find it again. I know it's in my pictures here, so. Let me see. All right, so if y'all can see this, right? What I want y'all to see and understand is that we are electromagnetic beings, okay? Electro meaning electric, magnetic meaning magnetic, right? So y'all know what electricity and magnets are. Now you understand how an alternator works inside of a car. You have a magnet and then you have these copper wires, right? Now they're on opposite polarities, the magnet is. Now, as that magnet spins around the hollowed out coppered wires, right? This generates an electric current, right? And it also generates an electromagnetic force field. Y'all need to share this shit right now because this is science, the same science they teaching you. There's like literally, how can you say there's hypocrisies in it, because this same science that is used in technology is the same science that naturally creates our reality that we live in. We literally live in a fucking alternator, like literally the eye of God. Like if you look at this shit right here, what you see is, I don't know if y'all can see my mouse. I know, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. Bam, there we go. So you got the moon right here, and then you have the sun right here. The sun being electric, and then the moon being, man, let me pull this up. I want to see my comments. I'm gonna get into this, but I need to pull up this up on my other computer so I can see the comments. Because as I'm streaming, I can't see. Hold on. Am I live? Am I even live? Okay, we got 5 people in here. Welcome. Yes, I love the knowledge you shared. What's good? Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm live. I'm live. This is the first time I'm streaming like this, so y'all gotta bear with me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to see over here. Okay, so I can see from right here, but then I have to go back over here. So let me see where I can go to my fucking. I know what I'm about to do. Give me just a second. We about to get real deep into this, y'all. Welcome, welcome. We about to go deep. I'm about to break this shit all the way the fuck down. Just give me just a second to get situated. You know what I mean? And we gonna be in there like swimwear. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get to it. So if you ain't here right now, go ahead and share this with somebody because this is literally potentially life changing. I'm literally about to break down to y'all the secret of what all these Masons and Illuminati motherfuckers is hiding, bro. I'm about to break this shit down. Watch this. Let's just say a little bit less and get to the knowledge, right? So check this out. Do y'all see this cone right here? Have y'all ever heard of the aurora borealis, right? I'm about to connect some things together. The aurora borealis is literally the effects of this electromagnetic field that is being generated by the rotation of the sun and the moon around each other. Just like an alternator in the car, this generates a current. Okay, now understand this. You too are an electromagnetic being. There's nothing in this reality, in this realm, that isn't electromagnetic in some type of way, right? Because it has to be in order to exist in this reality. Now, as the sun and the moon spin, you know how you have an aura and the people around you, you come around and you can feel their energy within a specific face. You have a Taurus field. Watch this shit. So when they're talking about Merkabahs, okay, we're talking about Taurus fields. Well, clicking too fast. Oh, I like this one. All right, take a look at this, right? What y'all have to understand here is that literally you are generating a torus field and the earth is also generating a torus field. So when I click back over here, what you're seeing right now is the top half, as above, so below. Physical reality and then spiritual reality. You're a multidimensional being, mind, body, and spirit, right? So when you're talking about the quote unquote flat earth, right, you have to understand that the manifestation of the physical plane of existence, it doesn't matter who you talk to about it. This is a plane of existence. And if you look here and you see the other domes, you see that there are other worlds and other realities. Now I'm about to blow y'all fucking mind, right? Check this out. You see this, right? And I even got a whole YouTube video on this, and I know I'm jumping around, but I want to drive home a couple points before I start taking shit step by step to really break down what the whole secret is. Now watch this shit. Do y'all know who the United Nations are? The United Nations is a group of countries that all come together supposedly to protect the world, right? They're an organization. Look at the fucking logo for the United Nations, okay? They all have a treaty saying that they will not, nobody is allowed in Antarctica. Do you know what Antarctica is? Let me show you this. I'm just doing little points, and we're going to get to the spiritual shit because it's common spiritual knowledge. All right. Now, look at this map. Okay, this is a flat earth map. Are y'all following me? This right here is a flat earth map. This is the North Pole. This is Antarctica. An ice wall. Okay? There is documented evidence by this dude named Admiral Byrd. He literally flew his plane over the ice wall. Came back and said he saw other land masses. Watch this, man. Man, this shit goes so fucking deep. Man, we got maps that are so fucking old that literally show this portion right here, but then it extends out beyond the ice wall. Beyond the ice wall, there's more worlds. And these are the things they're called, like Mercury, Jupiter, and all this type of shit. So what y'all literally seeing is the dome is like a reflection of these energies that are around us as well. And what y'all got to understand is that all of these areas, right? Watch this. Let me show you. Let me go back here again. You see these other domes right here? This is showing you that this plane that we exist in goes infinitely. This is a small reality that we in. Our ancestors always taught us, right? Now let me go back to what we was looking at before. Okay? Our ancestors knew this shit. And they knew that the way out was where? Through the tree of life, which is where? The North Pole. This is the tree of life. As above, so below. What you're looking at is the top half. Watch this. Where else did you see the tree of life? Because this shit starts to get into the Bible and everything. Do you see this? As above, so below. So within, so without. Do you see at the very top of this, it's showing you that there's a portal here? But what they're not telling you is that this is a metaphor, okay? For what? This is a metaphor for the chakra system. Why do you think that the middle point right here is green? Huh? Do y'all see this? The heart. And remember, heart, torus field. Your torus field is generated from the heart chakra. Your energetic vibratory frequency, what connects to you, this torus field attracts with the Earth's electromagnetic energy field, which is this cosmic egg, which allows everything to exist in. The actual dome that's on top is not a physical thing. It's a force field of energy. It's an electromagnetic energy force field. It's an aura. But the earth is so powerful that we can't penetrate this. You can't exist. You can't exist physically outside of this bubble, outside of the cosmic egg. You get what I'm saying? Yo, what's good, Devon? How you doing, bro? So I literally just started. So we just getting into it. Brenda, welcome. So let's go ahead and get into this now. So when we want to talk about the great tree of life and all of that, remember they used to have all these gigantic trees and things of that nature. I mean, I don't want to get too deep because there's a lot of things that we can connect together here. But the whole point that I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that when I say as above, so below, so within, so without, that's literally what I mean. Because when you start learning this occult Masonic science, right, they going to tell you, they going to let you know. They going to let you know that everything outside of you is a reflection of your internal. And it's the same way for you. It's the same way for the globe. Just like we have a physical reality here, we got a spiritual reality. Just like you got a physical body, you got a spiritual body. The earth is the exact same thing. We come from that. We are of it. We are it. But this is the thing. This is a learning facility. All of these things are here. Oh, let me go back. What? Right here. Remember, I was trying to show you all these different domes that exist. Earth isn't the only plane of existence. Well, the plane of existence is everything that you see here in the white, right? And the fact that the sun and the moon spin around generating this currency is what allows our hearts to beat, right? That's why, like, you can shock the heart back together. Where do you think that electricity comes from? How do you think that you're charged? By being grounded. Now check this out. So the earth and the moon, the sun and the moon generate the electric currency that creates this dome, right? The electromagnetic field, right? And then the electromagnetic field, right? That energy, that currency goes into what? The salt waters. See on the outside of the map, right? Salt water is conductive. Watch this. All right, so this is a saltwater conductivity experiment, okay? The dude put salt in the water. He's driving an electric current through this machine right here to cut this light bulb on. The waters in the ocean are saltier than this water he got in the tub. Watch this shit. The only thing that he has in here, we add the water. Okay, we add the water. We got the positive and the negative. Okay, no current. He's got the shit turned on. We added a little bit of salt. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, what I'm here to let y'all understand is that we live in a fucking alternator, but this is a cosmic generator, right? Because the alternator needs a battery in order to start turning anyway. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a starter. So this machine, this is an organic. It has a starter, all of that shit. Where do you think all these inventions came from? It came from the system that we exist in. Now, I'm about to blow your minds even more. Watch this shit. Uh, okay, now watch this. So, I'm about to show y'all what happens when you actually zoom up to these planets and these fucking stars. When they said when I'm talking about these things are celestial objects that literally beam down the energy from their constellation into our reality for us to interact with our what? Electromagnetic energy field. It pulls and creates our reality, right? It pulls and creates our reality. Now, check this out. You see the same thing. This is going on physically and spiritually right here. All from your heart. The center of the earth is the heart chakra, the North Pole, where you see the Aurora Borealis at. Now, check this out. I wanted to drop this one point home right here. Now, watch this. These stars aren't planets. These planets, when you even zoom into these planets, Venus is supposed to be a planet. Watch this. All right, you see the planet right here, okay? We about to zoom in. Watch him zoom in. He got them expensive ass telescopes. Wow. It's not a strange state of focus. Do you see? The dude with his own microscope can't even believe what he's seeing. Like he been lied to the whole fucking time. Because he's sitting up here saying a strange focus pulsing star planet. No, a planet is not a solid object. Y'all gotta understand. These are celestial bodies that are projecting down energy. I'm about to show y'all something. Everything is about vibratory frequency and energy. Remember they told you as above, so below, so within, so without. Remember in the Bible they talked about the waters above. Watch this. We're going to come back to the stars. We're going to come back to the stars, but y'all got to see this commercial. This commercial right here was made by Hennessy. Y'all got to understand, all these major companies, they all operate as families. They understand the nature of the reality that we live in because they got it from our ancestors before we went to sleep. We created masonry from our hoodoo sorcery. We took spirituality and dumbed that shit down into masonry. This is what y'all got to understand. We understood the cosmology of our reality that we exist, that we live in. When we fell asleep, they flipped everything upside down because it kept us out of our consciousness longer. But we in the Aquarian age now. That's why it's even easy to explain this type of shit. But check this out. If you in here right now, share this. You see the dome? You see the dome? The all-seeing eye. You saw the dome again. Whoa! Watch this. Let me see if I can pause it. Let me see if I can pause it. This is perfect. Watch. Watch this. Watch the subliminal. Watch this. Bam! Woo! Do you see the subliminal? What the fuck did I tell y'all? Look at this. You think they just doing this shit on accident? They're not doing this on accident. This is a Hennessy commercial. There are no coincidences, only divine synchronicities. This is a Hennessy commercial. Let's play that again. Let's let it go. He in the hot air balloon. That's symbolic right there. Because this whole globe earth shit is some hot air. Motherfucker be blowing smoke up people's ass. Look, man, I'm gonna even pause when they show you the horizon. That shit doesn't even have a curve. Watch this. It don't even have a curve. Is that not a flat plane? Look at where I paused it. Come on now. When NASA show you this shit, they show it to you through a fisheye lens. This commercial is telling you the truth about your reality. I'm gonna let it play so you can watch them burst through the clouds and shit. Now, this is the thing. Now that you know this, what's the whole point? The whole point is that when you start becoming the God that you are and discovering your connection with this reality that you live in, you literally manifest and create and control your reality. So the masses, which is who? Us. By us not having this information, that cuts us off from basic knowledge of self. As above, so below. If you don't know yourself, you don't know your reality. If you don't know your reality, you're not in control. If you're not in control, then somebody is controlling you. This is about mass control. This is about mental and spiritual enslavement. And it started with breaking down not only your culture, but the very foundation of the reality that we exist in. So that you disconnect from what? So that you disconnect from your own inner tree of life. Getting to alchemy. We about to get deep, y'all. We about to get into some occult shit, okay? Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna do occult, esoteric alchemy art. Let's do that. Let me see here. Looking for what I'm looking for, if y'all get what I'm saying. I mean, here goes another depiction of it. As above, so below, so within, so without. Let me find. I'm looking for one specific one. Okay. So, we about to get into some deep shit. If y'all still fucking with me, welcome. Now check this out. You a little lost? You trying to get the knowledge? All right. So, Kira, I'm talking about flat Earth. The whole I part, what that was a Hennessy commercial where they're showing you this again, but about the whole dome and everything like that. But what I'm here to tell y'all is this. These Masons and these individuals are here to control this reality and take away your free will, but still give you the illusion of free will. So when you see the Masonic art here, what we're talking about is positive polarity, negative polarity. I'm going to give y'all another example. Watch this. The High Priestess Tarot card. What do we have here again? The two pillars. Y'all see these two pillars, right? Now we go back here. This is the same shit. Y'all got to understand. Spirituality, Masonry, Illuminati is the same thing. It's just what energies you're harnessing. We all follow the same laws. But the difference is one is trying to control other people. Now check this out. This is depicted as the sun, and this is also depicted as the moon, right? But then look what's inside of the fucking arch. We're showing that the positive and the negative, sun and the moon create the arch. The stars are in the sky. What else is inside of the firmament, the dome? The zodiac symbol, look, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, right? Leo, Virgo. So this is showing you right here. Now, what if I go to this? Watch this. What are they depicting here? Stars in the firmament, once again. Okay, they didn't show the constellations here, but this is the same thing. The two pillars of negative and positive energy that charge everything. The checkerboard, the checkerboard right here, showing that life is a game of chess, and this is how they play it. This experience to dominate and win and control the board. But now here's the deception. Why did they show you the sun and the moon outside of the dome? They show it to you outside of the dome right here. Let me scroll down. Now they show it to you inside of the dome right here. Okay? But the whole point that I'm trying to get y'all to understand here is that we all are talking about the same thing. When you're talking about Masonry, you're also talking about ancient Egyptian cosmology. And when you're talking about ancient Egyptian cosmology, then you get into what? Kemetic tree of life. It goes back to as above, so below, so within, so without. What are we looking at again? The chakra system. What is this? This is the top of the dome right here. Root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra. Root chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra. As above, so below, so within, so without. Same shit here. Okay? Now, the whole point I'm trying to tell y'all this is this. It's not about, oh, ooh, this was a good one. The only difference is, only problem about this one is that they showed the sun on the outside, right? But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is this. Once you start to go with inside of yourself, this shit becomes common sense. You had to throw out your common sense in order to adopt the globe theory of you spinning on a fucking ball at how many ever thousands of miles per hour, and then that ball is spinning, but it's also spinning around the sun at how many ever thousands of miles per hour. But then the sun itself is also just flying through fucking space at how many ever fucking 500,000 miles per hour. They want you to believe all of that shit. So you stopped thinking for yourself. You looked outside and you got deceived. Right? NASA in Hebrew means what? Deception. Okay? NASA in Hebrew means NASA, Hebrew, deceive, deception. Come on now. Now let me ask you this, okay? So, by me, matter of fact, I want to let y'all know something. Y'all need to go ahead and go to soulfulascension.com and sign up for our Ascending Consciousness Gathering. Because we be going, this flat earth shit, this ain't nothing. Like, this is just common sense. Like, I feel like this elementary school here. You get what I'm saying? Just understanding the nature of our own reality. But go there so y'all can get our event. It's a 2-day event, May 21st through 22nd. You can go ahead and get your tickets. We're going to be doing it virtually also. So if you can't make it out to OKC, don't worry, we got you. We're going to be live streaming the whole event. So y'all going to want to make sure y'all check that out. Okay? But as far as the ancient cosmology. So back to the whole thing about the earth being a globe. What is the best way to disconnect somebody from what they are and how they are? Right? It's the Truman Show. You tell these motherfuckers that there's really this whole world out there and there's just that. But in all actuality, it starts breaking down like, oh shit, like you really trying to put me in a box, or I'm already here, or I'm actually an infinite being and I can leave this body anytime I want to. And that's what our ancestors knew. Okay? Because this body and all of these different little bubbles that you see here are all different realms of existence. When you go into meditation, you're able to leave your body and go out the top of the dome. Okay? That's the only way out of here. They never been to the moon. Matter of fact, I'm about to show y'all. They launched a balloon up and the fucking balloon hit the dome. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I think it's this one. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so watch this. So they launched a rocket. Y'all watch that for a second. I gotta turn this shit off real quick. All right, so y'all see this fucking thing is spinning and it's going up here, right? Let's see where it hits. Oh, there you go. I missed it. Let me pause the music so y'all can hear this shit. The shit literally hits this force field up here and gets like suspended in the force field or caught up in that water, right? What is that? Why it sound like? And why don't we hear anything now? All right. So you clearly see that that shit hit some shit at the top. All right. And there was one more thing I wanted to show y'all. But to be honest, getting over this whole flat earth shit and proving, that the earth is round or whether the earth is flat, that within itself is not the big problem. The big problem is the disconnection between you and the earth that comes along with the globe theory, right? Because everything that you take in, all the information that you take in, it comes along with a certain level of energy with it. And that certain level of energy shapes your perception on how you perceive other things in life. Right? So when you sit up here and you think you're on this fucking globe out here and you think all of these things are so far away and the sun is out here and the moon is here, you're disconnected from it when it's actually right here. A lot of these things that you think are outside of you are actually just reflections of what's inside of us. Like literally the things that we see outside of ourselves are literally just reflections of what's internal. Because when you sit down with yourself in meditation, I didn't expect that to be a video. I thought it was going to be a picture. All right. But when you sit down with yourself in meditation, right, what you're going to start to notice is that there's an undeniable connection. So the things that I'm saying where I'm making these connections and y'all are like, oh, wow, I never seen that. And I didn't think about that, right? It becomes something that's common sense because you regain your common sense. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like you had to throw that out. You had to go against what you naturally already knew coming in here. You get what I'm saying? Like naturally. This also gets into the Merkaba activation because remember I was telling you on how to escape this reality, right? And I don't mean escape like this place is a bad thing, but what I'm talking about is ascending because there are levels. So when I'm talking about ascending and moving forward and how spirits move on, once your body is done, your spirit can either be pulled back into this if your vibrational frequency isn't high enough to advance to the next plane of existence. This is a learning area where we have to deal with duality and karma. If y'all feel what I'm saying. Duality and karma means that we have to have negative experiences in order for us to advance, right? That's a part of our ascension process as souls, right? As spirits. Now, as you start to go within yourself, right, and you understand how you're able to activate your Merkaba, which is unlocking all of your chakras, right, having them activated in an alignment. And when we're talking about in alignment, the earth has chakras. So when y'all think y'all are trying to get in tune and get in alignment, like what do you think you're getting in tune with? What do you think you're getting in alignment with? What do you think is holding the key? Right? What you think is holding the note? Right? You're matching up with the earth's chakras that allow like so this is why they don't want you to know that the earth is in this type of way that has the sun and the moon. Let me cut my music back on because my vibe was like I like that shit, that Aries energy. Okay, so they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know this very same thing that I'm talking about right here, as far as how you're connected. That's what the whole point of the Masons keeping this shit a secret for, is because you're able to control your own reality and ascend. The longer you're able to stay here and have your spirit recycled, this is why in ancient Kemet they said heart devoured by a reptile. Hey babe, can you come unlock your computer, please? I messed up. All right, so y'all see this, right? Obviously, that's Anubis, the the Kemetic god of death, which is just representing the transition. Why is Anubis holding the Ankh? Because the Ankh represents physical reality meeting spiritual reality. The Ankh literally represents the portal between physical and spiritual. So that's why Anubis is representative of the energy that carries one's spirit from one state of existence to the other. So when you're talking about the reptilians, our ancestors knew. That's why this is an alligator or reptile. It's a reptilian being. These beings can only feed on your energy when you're vibrating at a certain level in this realm of existence. They exist here to be able to teach us lessons and shit. So this is a war realm, a realm of spiritual war, a realm of physical war. If y'all haven't noticed, right? But the whole goal is to rise above that, right? To rise above conflict, to overcome conflict and duality. That's the whole point that we here for. So when you say your heart as a feather, right? Holding on to grief, pain, suffering, all that type of thing, allowing the reptilians to feed off of your low vibrational energy. If your heart's too heavy, guess what? You cannot make it up through this portal if your heart chakra is too heavy. If you got too much baggage, too much blockages. Where the fuck was that picture I had? Oh, right here. So, as above, so below. When you're 100% in tune with yourself, then you are able to activate all of your chakras, which naturally pulls you up. So when you're talking about the rapture, and they say that God came back in the Bible, they say Jesus came back in the Bible. What they talking about is the fact that the vibratory frequency is so high. You get what I'm saying? That it literally pulls you like a magnet. Like when they talking about plasma events and all this kind of thing, we're talking about the spirit being pulled up. Right? You know how in the Bible they talk about, oh, Enoch was so good that God just took him up to heaven. Okay, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about individual beings ascending while they're still in a physical state. And ascension means just graduation to the next level. Like this is not the end all be all. We only live for like 100 years here anyway, and then we can come back and try it again. It's like quick. Oh, you better get it. Oh, you better get it. Oh, you better get it. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it is. And the beings that are here that they came from a different dimension, a lower realm of existence. Remember, as above, so below, so within, so without. Okay, so they came from a lower density, and by them being on that lower density, what it allows them to do is exist within this reality. Not all of them have physical bodies. Some of them even made artificial physical bodies in order to be able to harness this type of energy. But y'all got to understand that this ain't just a physical thing that we fighting here. Like in this plane of existence, like you have the fact that we vulnerable because we're learning here, but then you have the fact that there's beings that can traverse through different planes of existence that can take advantage of us at different levels of our spiritual ascension. Right? And the whole fact that we got all these religions and all of that shit, it's like we remedial when it comes to like what's really going on out here. The religion is literally like preschool shit. It's worse than preschool because it doesn't give you the right perception you need to move forward with. Right? So it's basically like religion is basically like our education system now. It doesn't give you anything that you need in order to advance and to grow later on. Right? But I didn't want to go, like too much, like, do this shit too long. I really wanted to just get that out to let y'all understand that it's really about the connection that you have with this plane of existence. It's about balancing your chakras. It's about getting in tune with this because even though you can see this physically right here, obviously everything still exists on the spiritual plane, right? So even when you're looking at, it doesn't matter what type of cosmology you're looking at, it's still depicting the same thing, and that's what spirituality really is. It's understanding that there's no the only synchronicities that you can see is because they're all saying the same thing. All of these different religions, all of these different cultures are in different time periods in different parts of the world and didn't communicate with each other, right? Unless it was about some war. They're not just all going to adopt the same ideology about their realm of existence and it be wrong, right? They want you to think nowadays that their technology is so advanced when it's actually not. Their technology is solely made to stifle your spiritual advancement, right? Because the connection I was trying to make with y'all earlier is that the realm that we live in is literally the mechanism that we operate all of our machines and shit off of. The whole electromagnetic frequency being able to generate currency and power and make things animate, right? It animates us. It what makes us make our heartbeats, the sun and the moon spinning around each other, creating that field. And by you balancing yourself out and getting in tune with that, it enables you to be able to have control over this reality. Oh, I said I was going back to the stars. I almost forgot. So when y'all want to know about the stars and the planets are not solid objects. All right, so this video right here is showing, it says, never seen a star do this. Genesis chapter 1. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and so it was. Sorry for the shake. We had some turbulence. So he's trying to zoom in on this star right here because he's in a fucking plane. Now watch what happens when he zooms in with a star. Regular ass camera, man. So do y'all get what we saying here? This is just one example. Now I actually have a video that I made a while back, right? And I think it's dang, why am I on the dashboard though? Go subscribe to our YouTube right now if you in here. If y'all in here, go subscribe to my YouTube. Watch this video real quick. I'm gonna cam down.
first off, what I'm going to do is blow your mind, right? Because as you can see on your screen right here, what we're looking at is images from NASA, right? They take what they call, a Hubble telescope, right? Which they show you these balls, right? With the planets and the stars all right. They're supposed to be these balls of of gas and things of this nature, or this ball of a solid substance, which is, what you would call a planet. But what I'm here to do is wake y'all up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? On this one picture right here, you got Mars and then you got Venus, right? This is clearly CGI. Do you feel what I'm saying? Because how you just gonna zoom in on Venus straight up on top of that, right? And there ain't nothing around it. You just gonna block out all the other stars, or what people like to call stars. But I'm about to blow your mind with this. I'm about to blow your mind with this. Just stay tuned because I'm really about to get into it and break this down. It's gonna blow your whole what you think about reality. So just take a look at these images real quick, and now I'm about to just bust your head open with this knowledge and information, right? Because we talking about some intergalactical wisdom, right? Now, let's deal with what we actually think, our reality is,
All
right?
right, so check this out. I'm back. I wanted to fast forward to this part so I can show y'all this. Okay, what we talking about is the nature of our reality. So we're gonna get into cymatics and how vibratory frequency and energy literally create our reality just based off of what you're resonating at. And it's the last piece that I gotta tie in together for everybody. Appreciate y'all for bearing with me. Let me go ahead and pull the camera back up for a second here. Where's my camera? Oh, there it is. All right, so check this out. Literally, as I'm just gonna play the video.
Listen, what we're talking about here is the fact that we exist in water, right? There's H2O. When you're giving off water vapors, you feel what I'm saying, within your body. There's H2O all around us, right? And then you have these bodies of water that tend to puddle up in different places like the ocean and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you that outside of this realm on which we call Earth, that there's also water. If you're familiar with any type of comedic knowledge or comedic science, once you get past this earthly physical level, right? We're talking about dealing with the primordial waters in which everything comes from, metrical shapes based off of what frequency the water is at. So what you're noticing right here is something called cymatics, right? It's the fact of sacred geometric shapes being displayed based off of whatever frequency is being exhibited through the water. Now, with that being said, realizing that your body, this whole entire reality is made up of water, right? So when we're talking about what the stars are,
You're 90% water, right? So when the stars are projecting energy, okay, you're absorbing that. The same way you feel, the reason you feel a certain way when somebody says something to you is because that energy and vibration literally goes through your waters, and it's going to create some type of geometric shape based off of what it is. Now, depending on the vibratory frequency, that's going to determine this. Now, when you get into magic, what do you think this is? This is sigils. So when you're setting up and you're doing these geometric shapes on your altar, you're doing cymatics. You're harnessing energy. And energy, you can focus your energy to a point to create a portal between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. And that's the whole point of me showing y'all this. And this is why they don't want y'all to know that the earth is flat, because by you understanding that the earth is a plane of existence with all of these different mechanisms, then you're able to understand how you connect with that energy and are able to manipulate and control it for yourself.
which I'm gonna get real deep into that and blow your mind, right? But just notice this. This is exactly what happens
If you in here right now,
you
share this video. Somebody you know needs to hear this.
your being are going to create the same geometrical patterns, right? Which this is why we're talking about raising our vibrational frequency. We're talking about using the different sacred tones, like the made
Now this is fire.
based off a specific
Now watch this. This is a plate, right? And with this plate, they're actually going to be putting some salt on this plate. And it's either salt or sugar. Now on the plate, they're gonna run a frequency through it, and you're gonna watch the frequency automatically make the salt take the shape of the frequency and form a sigil. Watch this.
frequencies being played when you put sand on a metal plate, right? They did this experiment right here where anybody can go and see it. I'm using this as a reference. Everything is fair use, just for educational purposes, right? We're here to wake y'all the head up. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see here, it changes into this shape right here, 345 hertz. That's unprecedented, right? This is exactly what's going on within inside of your being. This is at 1033 hertz. Do you see these different shapes that are being made right here? Wow, that's absolutely beautiful, right? Now, here's something that I want to break down to y'all. When you begin to do your breath meditations, when you begin to hit these sacred tones and sacred ohms, this is what you're actually emitting from your own vessel. Now, this video is about what the stars are and how they actually affect us. You feel what I'm saying? So, this next clip that I'm about.
So if you in here right now, okay, understand this. When you are doing your meditation, your shadow work, your breath work, when you are holding on to pain and traumas, you're not creating these geometric shapes. Constantly in the astral plane, this is what you're seeing, energy. Energy is what it looks like this. Different frequencies are going to have different ways of displaying itself. So when we're dealing with as above, so below, so within, so without, y'all have to understand that at all times you're giving off one of these type of frequencies or one of these sigils. So when motherfuckers is coming through and you're like, man, like I ain't fucking with that energy, you gotta understand that. Because understand that these lines can make anything. Demonic faces, anything, certain frequencies, you're automatically gonna be channeling a certain type of energy, right? So
Y'all is gonna blow y'all mind into the final conclusion of the point that I'm trying to make. That everything is based off of vibration. So y'all, this right here is where I'm about to blow your mind at, right? If we go ahead and read this clip, it says, "Where were you when I laid the foundation of earth? Tell me, if you have understanding, who determined its measurements? Surely you know." Now this is a quote.
man, I'm gonna let y'all know why the Masons have the Bible in their temples, man. We talking about basic information before leaving Earth. The Bible is a subliminal book that teaches you about the very nature of our reality, but will enslave you into thinking that there's some being outside of yourself that created it and that's in control of it. But I'm about to go ahead and wrap this one up, though.
I'm not a fool. They're about to show you right here is the North Star. We're talking about Sirius right here. Okay.
So when we're talking about the North Star, we're talking about Sirius. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this one more time. If I can show y'all the whole flat Earth. Here we go. So Sirius is right here, okay, at the top of the vortex. It's the only star that does not move. And you take a camera and you put that camera at like and point it at the very top at the North Pole. You see all the stars just spin around that one star. Okay, this is why they like, oh, I'm going home to Sirius. That's where I'm from. I'm from Sirius. Whenever you're coming out of the crown chakra, okay, the crown chakra is the top of is the portal. Okay, as above, so below. You don't have to be directly in the center of the earth to get through this portal because it's a spiritual portal that I'm talking about. This portal right here, this is on the subconscious level. This is on the astral plane. Okay? So when we turn around and go back to the whole chakra system, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, right? You overcome the ego. You get what I'm saying? You got Aset, which represents wisdom. You got Asar, who represents the soul, right? These are not deities. These are fucking energies that are embodied within the sacral chakra. You climb up Jacob's ladder and you come out the top of the dome, which is the crown chakra. So when we go to 12 chakras, right? Watch this. 12 chakras Merkaba. Well, let me take that out. Alrighty. So, bam. We get here to the crown, right? We got what? The soul star, and then we have the stellar gate. Okay. So we're talking about activating all of these by it being in unison. And by it being in unison, what does that mean? Every vibrational frequency, a tone, music is vibratory frequency. All of these have their own specific notes. By them being in tune with their specific notes, then that enables you to be able to activate your Merkaba, okay? Which is the spirit light body. All right? This is your spirit light body. That enables you to leave and go beyond, okay? But let's go ahead and move forward, and I'm gonna finish with the whole stars and shit, okay?
Okay, people, look at this. What is this star doing, right? They zoomed out and they zoomed completely in. On the right, you got NASA, okay? And on the left, what do you have? You have an actual person taking their telescope and showing you exactly what a star really is. Look at these waves and how it ripples, right? Look at that. It's emitting a specific frequency and tone, which is holding this entire reality together, right? Why are you only able to perceive it as a light? Because while we're locked into these three-dimensional realities, right, we're unable to actually fathom and perceive other dimensions. These stars and these planets, they are other dimensions with beings that actually exist on higher planes of existence. This is what I'm talking about here.
So when you're talking about going home and you're talking about ascending, this is what we're talking about. This is why our ancestors said that you become a star in the sky when you die. Because when you ascend, this is where you go. This is what the portal looks like to us on the physical plane. It just looked like a beam of light. But you zoom in with a telescope, and now it looks like some a round circle with waves. These same portals are within ourselves, our spirits. You get what I'm saying? Our chakras are directly connected with this.
Now moving on to planets,
So y'all wanted to talk about planets. The planets themselves are not even solid objects.
Already saw this clip and how it works. This is what they call Venus. Venus is not a ball. It's not even a solid, right? It's not even a solid. This thing is a vibrational frequency. It's not even a ball. It's not.
That's Venus.
Is what they call Venus. Y'all already saw this clip and how it works. This is what they call Venus. Venus is not a ball. It's not even a solid, right? It's not even a solid. This thing is a vibrational frequency that we have to match in order to.
Now check this out. I said it's a vibrational frequency that we have to match, okay, in order to connect with that type of energy, right? Now watch what happens when you start fucking around with water and energy.
Get to that realm of reality. These are actually places you can go around that we live in because we all follow these same laws of there's no escaping it. All right, y'all. So take a look at this. They did this inside of a lab, right? They took a water bubble, right? And then they played a specific frequency through the water bubble. And I'm just gonna let y'all watch what happens.
They played a specific frequency through the fucking water bubble. Okay? Watch what happens.
Right? They sent a sound wave through the liquid. Did y'all just see what happened?
All right. So I paused it. They put the sound wave through it. It caused an explosion. When they talk about the Big Bang Theory, The sound, in the beginning, there was the word. What is word? Word is sound. Word is vibratory frequency. Word is energy. Okay? They put a frequency, a vibratory frequency through this water bubble, and it creates a luminary.
When they set up here,
A luminary object that exists. You continue to play, it doesn't go anywhere. Watch.
and put the vibrational frequency within the water, it formed a bubble. And inside of the bubble, the particles, okay, the particles started moving so fast that it actually emitted a light. Okay? So first off, this is telling you that what is above your head when you look into the sky every day is water. And then on top of that, what you perceive as stars are vibrational
Exactly.
frequencies being emitted down and hold this complete reality together. Okay? As you get towards these, this is what I mean by dimensions and realities, right? It's unfathomable to be there. That is
All right. So, to further prove my point, I'm going to show y'all the exact cymatics and frequencies of these actual stars and planets. You got Sirius right here. You got the moon right here giving off this frequency. You feel what I'm saying? And they change. When you're looking up, you see them change from like red to blue. They're switching vibratory frequencies. So if you up in here right now, understand that when you're looking at these different planets, they're projecting down energy. This is Jupiter has a specific energy portal that you can tap into. By you using these sigils on your altar, you're harnessing these energies. Look at the tone on Mars. Everything is controlled by vibratory frequency. Even the words that I'm saying right now will create these specific shapes and form these specific patterns within you and cause you to feel certain things, think certain things, and move in a specific way. Whoever masters the energy, whoever masters the vibratory frequency, masters this reality. This is why they don't want you to know that the earth is flat. Okay? Because it all comes back to sun and moon, electromagnetic. Where's that goddamn picture, man? I need to organize my stuff. All right. Back to this. It all comes back to this. With this being positive polarity, the sun, and the moon being negative polarity. Your head, positive polarity. Your feet, negative polarity. The earth is the ground. The toroidal field is the wire. The sea salt is the conductor, which connects all the energy, what allows your heart to beat. And the sun and the moon rotate, causing the spinning of the constellations. Okay? And there's no coincidence why NASA, I'm sorry, no coincidence why the United Nations has a picture of flat Earth as their logo. Come on now. The truth is right in your face. Why the fuck do the United Nations have a picture of flat Earth as their logo? Come on now. I'm gonna rest my case right here. I mean, I'm not here to prove nothing to y'all, but I just want y'all to understand the nature of y'all reality because this is occult science. What y'all calling conspiracy theories is basic occult knowledge. Basic Illuminati Masonic knowledge is a conspiracy theory. Man, y'all gotta tap into y'all spirituality, man. These people done stripped us of our power, man. For real, for real. Man, let's wake up. Get y'all altars set up. It's time to tap in. SoulfulAscension.com. Learn how to meditate. Learn how to unblock your chakras. Learn how to activate. Learn how to climb up Jacob's ladder. All of this stuff is the same thing. It don't matter if you're Kemetic. It don't matter if Islamic. It's all the same thing. Watch this. 12 disciples astrology. Look at this shit. Jesus and the 12 disciples, when we talking about the Bible, damn it. I'm trying to move over. Okay, can y'all see that? I don't think y'all can see that. All right. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but let's look here. We got the Last Supper, okay? You got literally winter, fall, summer, and spring, and each one of the disciples is actually representing the one of the constellations in the zodiac. All right, and when you're looking at the middle, Jesus actually being the sun. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all have to understand that all of these religions are only talking about the nature of our reality. Every single one, even when you're talking about the Greek gods, Egyptian gods, when you're talking about Hermes, you're talking about Mercury. Feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I ain't want to keep y'all all day. Go to soulfulascension.com to go ahead and book your tarot readings, your astrology readings, get our enchanted oils. Y'all already know how that's coming. And then you need to go ahead and get your ticket for the Ascending Conscious Gathering. I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. Y'all, peace, love. I'm out.